Hi, welcome to my Tree of Savior Basic Guide Part 3. I am Siri's cuter sister filling in for Zelp because he is too busy jumping off windows. I know it is a waste of my beautiful voice on such crappy script, but I am sure we could cover more without him. First let's talk about equipments, repairs, and ways you could improve them. Equipments you can equip includes weapons, armor, accessories, and costumes. Shut up, I like cats. There are two classifications of weapon, which is your primary weapon and sub-weapon. You can only equip a sub-weapon if your primary weapon is one-handed. Wizard classes can use magic auto attacks which does more damage on ghost armored enemies. They usually equip staffs or rods to increase their magic damage. There are three types of melee physical attacks a weapon could do, namely, slash, pierce and strike. Slash attacks are good against cloth armor, pierce against leather and strike against plate. Bow and other range type weapons does missile type damage and they are bad against larger size enemies including medium size. The skills you use can also change the type of damage you deal. There are three types of armor a player could wear which are, cloth, leather and plate. Cloth armors are effective against pierce damage, leather against strike and plate against slash. There are four different parts to the armor you can equip which are the top armor, bottom armor, gloves, and boots. Innerwears are not required it seems especially since the girls here are not well developed. Accessories includes bracelets and necklaces, they are usually used to increase your magic defense. And finally costumes which consist of the three-part headgears, overalls, and armband. They are used mainly as decorations however headgears could be enchanted to give certain bonuses. You can choose to show or hide your headgears by enabling or disabling it at the headgear icon when equipped. Certain special equipments when worn together gives the player unique set bonuses. Since we talked about physical damage, I would also like to touch on magic elemental damages. There are basically 7 types of elements: fire, ice, lightning, poison, earth, holy, and dark. Different elements work better or weaker between each other as shown in this diagram. Feel free to pause or visit the website listed in the description. I could read and explain everything but obviously I have better things to do than to read off this lousy As you take damage or deal damage, your weapon, armor, and accessories will reduce in durability. There will be notifications when the durability drops below 30% and another when it is at 0% in which it will be as if you are fighting butt naked. Set bonuses however is not affected even if all set parts is at 0% durability. To fix this problem simply repair your equipment at the blacksmith NPC or from Squire class players that has the skill repair. Repairing your equipment will maximize the durability to its original state unless your repairs were done by a Squire in which it could gain extra durability. The cost of repair with NPC is the same no matter how badly your equipment is damaged, however higher level equipments will cost more money to fix. So if you are as cheap as Zelp you could consider using low level equipments and only repairing it after all your equipments reaches 0% durability and then make a 1-hour walk back to the nearest town to get it fixed. There are many ways to become stronger, one of which is to upgrade your equipments. This is probably the most basic form of improvement and it works by purchasing anvil from the item merchant and use that on your equipments, however it doesn't work on costumes. You can upgrade your equipment this way up to level 15 enchantment. Depending on the equipment it may start to fail to upgrade after level 3 or 5, for every failed attempts it will lower the level of enchantment by 1 and reduce a point on your weapon's potential. Gold anvil can only be used on 0 potential equipment and upon failing it will not destroy your weapon however upgrades above level 12 that fails will reset back to level 10. The second form of improving your equipment is to attach gems to your equipments. First make sure you have an equipment that you could implement sockets into it. Create sockets for gems form the blacksmith NPC, once the socket if made simply put the gem you wish to use inside it. Different gems gives different bonuses and there are even gems that increase skill levels. The gems are upgradable by fusing other gems into it and you can do this during resting mode. Gems carries both positive and negative effects and you can remove those negative effects with the help of alchemist's skill, gem roasting. Finally you can awaken your equipments with the help of an alchemist using their skill, item awakening. The equipment must first be held by the alchemist, he will then use his skill and summons a portal that brings him and possibly you or any other party members into a dungeon. Clear the dungeon with 0 deaths and you will succeed in awakening your equipment, else you will fail. Son of a it gave me magic attack. Do take note that failing enchantment with anvil, trading, purchasing equipments from market, creating sockets, and awakening equipments will reduce its potential and once the potential goes below 0 it would be completely destroyed. Wahahahaha. Now let's talk about cards and card games. You will gain cards from defeating bosses or doing quest, another way is to win in card battles. Cards are useless in general unless you are a collector or classes like sorcerer or necromancer which could summon respective boss or create Shoggoth. The rank of the card plays an important role on how strong the summon or creation is. You can start the card battle by typing /card battle. Select your card and see what the winning card requirement is. As far as I can tell, the options are the one with more stars, the one with less stars, the one with more legs, one with less legs, longest English name, shortest English name, one with more mass and one with taller height. Notice that the options for more mass and taller height doesn't have its counter option. Playing cards with more mass and height would increase the probability of winning. Upgrading card by using card synthesis during resting mode is very similar to the upgrade or enchantment of gems. I would not recommend upgrading your cards for card battles since the chances of winning with more stars and less stars are the same. It is important to remember that my little nipples went to France and I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. I like her. Do the cha-cha? You will pay for this Zelp, just wait till 2100. That is my time. Please let us know if I did a better job than that noob Zelp in the comment section below. Remember to like and subscribe or I will see you too in 2100. To watch the next episode one will need 15 likes on this video. Peace out. Special thanks to my newly found guildmates for showing us how Alchemist Awakening works. Have a pleasant day, or like how my home country says it, 011010000110000110001100.